What have this past week and a half looked like for you guys in this break?
We've just been getting ourselves back to what we were before, like in the middle of the season, how, we were playing with grit, we were playing with like that chip on our shoulder, that resiliency, just getting back to that. We had a few hard days to practice, but I mean, at this point in time, every day is a hard day.
Has anything changed in terms of how you guys have like physically recovered after practice to make sure that you guys aren't getting as fatigued and ready to go?
I mean, it's the time of the season where everybody is just in the training room more than usual, just because they want to keep their bodies up to par, just to make sure we're able to finish the season out strong.
Physically, how are you? Like your finger?
Playing with nails, it's a tough thing, especially, with how hard we go in practice. So just a nail hanging on for dear life.
Oh my gosh. Physically, I guess with the team, with the rest, like how much has that benefited you guys to maybe help you get refocused for later this week?
I mean, I think it's helped tremendously. We're at the point right now where, it doesn't really matter how your body feels. It's win or go home. So we have to suck a lot of things up and just move forward with the days.
For those who haven't experienced NCAA tournament, just what would you say is kind of your biggest advice to those who are younger? I know, this team has, but just like those who haven't experienced as many, especially being on the road, just what's kind of your biggest advice?
Don't take anything lightly, because getting into the NCAA tournament is a big thing for everybody who's in it, and if they're in it, that means that they're good enough, and the committee saw that they were good enough. So everybody's coming in to win a game, because everybody knows that it's win or go home. So just don't take anything for granted coming in.
I know you guys have only known, or less than 24 hours about playing South Florida, but just early scouts, what have you seen?
Our styles are very conflicting with theirs. We play really fast and they play really slow, but that's just what the game of basketball is. So we just have to be able to capitalize and do what we do to come out with a win.
So make it easier, tougher, neither to play a team that's kind of the opposite of you guys?
Really neither. At this point in time, everybody's good. Everybody has things that they're good at, and USF is a great team.
When you do play a team that plays slower, what do you guys have to do to make sure that they don't slow you guys down? You can still play within that fast-paced tempo.
Just play within ourselves, just making sure that we're doing what we're doing and not letting the other team dictate what we do on the court.
How's the focus been the past 2 weeks coming off the SEC tournament?
It's been pretty good. We had that time to rest after the SEC tournament, and then we came in, got refocused, and we had, a couple hard days of practice, but, hard is good at this point.
The mindset might be the same, because obviously each year, you're only guaranteed one game, but for you, like, you don't have a next year to work over the summer and get back to it. Does that play in the back of your mind at all, getting ready for Friday?
Try not to think about it, because it's coming down to the end, but yeah, that's really my main focus right now. So just leaving everything on the court, going into practice every day, knowing that it could potentially be one of the last practices that I practice. So not taking anything with a grain of salt.
What has stood out in the last week and a half that you're really proud of about this team?
I think our consistency. We've had a couple good practices in a row, and lately that was rare. Before we went to the SEC tournament, we weren't having really good practices, and it was showing in our games. So just the consistency of us having good practices and going day in and day out, and making sure that we carry the good practice from the day before to the next day.
What does a good practice right now look for you guys?
Energy, competition, being competitive. Sometimes it kind of feels like we're on opposing teams, even though we're all on the same team because we're competing so hard, but that's just what our brand of basketball is, being able to compete with each other so that when we go out there on the court and play somebody else, it's easy for us.
What gives you the confidence that you can have a successful run in the tournament?
The fact that I know that all of my teammates want to win. It's easy to say, everybody wants to win, and nobody really shows it, but everybody's been showing it lately, so I'm excited to see what we can do in the NCAA tournament.
How much are you itching just to play another team?
Really bad. It's kind of like the Christmas break when we weren't playing anybody and just practicing against ourselves until SEC play started. But it'll be good to, give that fight to somebody else.
All right. Thanks, Samara. Appreciate it.
Thank you.